The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard. Line.
Let's go! The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The hunt! Ready?
48 Mike. I'm not ready. Check.
What's that?
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
And 10 at the 18-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
No gain on this defense.
Two.
Shoot.
Gun.
Let it flow.
Hey, orbit. 300. The hunt.
Throwing is Cousins. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That one covers 29 yards, first down. And for Stephon Diggs, people were wondering if his future in Minnesota might be a little uncertain, but he looked right at home in Week 6 against the Eagles. 167 yards, 3 touchdowns in that ball game. He was huge.
The hunt. Ready?
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Hey, can.
Coming after you.
Black.
Slay.
The hunt.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And this is Cook with the grab. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 30-yard line. They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play there, second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Let him know.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 48. I can't believe they let you play. I can't.
Gun.
Whip. Watch the whip.
On play action, Cousins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Yellow. Hey. High 7.
Record. Watch safety creep.
What's that?
On third down, Cousins. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
The hunt.
First down and
Right.
What's that?
They'll run for it with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. They try again with Cook, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook taking it in. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
47.
Check Mike, 27.
Looking to throw. Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Xavier Rhodes, the cornerback, there in coverage. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Under.
Check three. Check 24, check 24. Hatchet.
We're going to 54, right in. Here we go, 47, 26.
Prescott down. And he fires one incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, 3rd down here. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
46.
Hey, Mike 40. Check back. 40, Mike 40. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Shift. Here we go, go to 54, right in.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that one is knocked down, but I don't think it's going to matter. The defense looked like they jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Go, get out there.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Hey, 47.
Mike 5-4. I'm coming after you. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. I got you.
26.
To the air again, Prescott. Cooper's got it. There he goes. goes Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 58 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Come on, let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Yo, crunch. Jam, jam.
Play action now. Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Collins forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Now 3rd down.
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
Good route here.
54's Mike. Check
One.
Watch 54. Not here.
Right there.
3rd and long for Cousins. Josh Doxson's got it complete. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, have the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out. Now the big play pushes them all the way out to the 40 now for 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half, as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Man, I got you. Watch the ship.
Cook able to slither by. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Switch. No. Off. Tighten up. Hey, switch gears.
They'll run for it. Cook. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down, here's Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Adam Thielen, 78 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kentrell Brothers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. To try again after the sack. Prescott. And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run forward with Pollard. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
First down, Prescott. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Prescott on first down. That one complete to Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Pass on target, Prescott to Cooper. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When the receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
40's mud. 40's a mud. 40's a mud. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That goes in the category of a play that the defense is going to cherish and excites them. A completion, yes, you give up the pass, but no gain. I mean, that's exactly what you want on defense.
Sets up the 4th down. Marr able to put this one through. And that cuts the lead down to just 3, 20-17. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Go ahead.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors. But overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
Under.
Staying open.
Then we're going to 53. Hey, kill.
That's it. 27. Check Mike, 27.
Here's Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Hey, kill. 27. Go. Get out there. We're going to 54. One in.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
1st down, Cowboys.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Now Prescott, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ben Gideon showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack on 1st down, Prescott looking for Cooper, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here we go, flying in.
Check Mike, 54.
Then we're going to 53. 47.
To throw is Prescott, and he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Marr now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Cowboys 24, Vikings 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The 2nd down play, not much better than the 1st, just a gain of 1 there.
Check. Watch 54. All right, D, let's go. All right, D.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get 14 there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Bang.
Gun.
Bang. Switch.
Now a give running right. It's Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Mike. Hey, can't.
Hey, watch that.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Robert Quinn in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Get off the train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Black. 54. Watch 54.
Throwing is Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Sean Lee, the linebacker, able to get a hand in coverage.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 33. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. The Vikings going to signal for the 1st of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd.
Hey, Zoo.
From the gun, here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 18.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
X3, 218, chop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Sean Lee, the longtime vet, getting in and getting to the QB. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Let's go. Do it.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Check, he's coming, he's coming. Hey, that's good.
We're going to 54, why is
15, check 50. Rush in.
Then we're going to 53. Here we go, 46.
Watch this.
Here we go, go to 54, why ain't done.
Motion. Slam.
Then we're going to 53. 26.
Prescott down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Vikings, 1st down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
1st down. Here's the run with Cook. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Check.
Again, it's Cook. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 23-yard run as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Here we go as we get set for a big two-point conversion.
Let's put that team on the front.
Here's Cousins. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Hey, 47.
Check my 40. Oh, yeah. And here we go.
Here's Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 25-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And that's Elliott, complete. Elliott a first down and more. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Right there. 40's Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
We're going to 54. Larry.
40's the mark.
He's back to throw. That one complete to Elliott. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. One last shot now for Prescott. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts him in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Not a bad idea to start overtime. Feed the hot hand.
And understand that when you're feeding that hot hand, everyone else is pretty much in agreement on it. You know, a team looks at their game and says, all right, who's playing really well? Let them touch the football, and we'll do our job to help them along.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 12 yards there and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, Cook. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Cousins on target to Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Cook running right. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
They run again on first down. Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hard. What are these?
Right there, 54 Mike. Quit talking about
Hey, we're good.
Mike 5-4.
Play action now. Cousins. He's got his man. This is Jackson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 23 yards the pickup there. A good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Hey, 32, let's 50.
First and goal.
They'll run with Cook. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. He's had some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something big on a later carry? I'd stay with him.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Another chance to maybe end it right here. This is 3rd and goal.
Check hot route. Hot.
Working out of the gun. Cousins under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
With the score, still tied. Dan Bailey on for the field goal.
And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
Dan Bailey for the Viking field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And they have regained the lead. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And what can Prescott do in the OT? Completes it to Jason Witten. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Kill. 40's Mike. Go. Mike's 40.
Prescott from the gun. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. That's caught inside the 20. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.